All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. So I'm streaming from a hotel. Hopefully, you guys, obviously, you guys can see that. But more importantly, the stream is probably going to be a little weird because I'm using hotel Wi-Fi. I probably should have brought my booster with me, but you live and you learn. Anyway, let me know how this is coming out. Uh, just out of curiosity, this is probably I think this is my first live stream from a hotel. And yes, I am in. I'm not. I'm in L.A., but I'm in Beverly Hills. I think that if that constitutes it. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. Anyway, let me shut that down. All right. Cool. Mike, thank you for the 5x5. Appreciate it. And Dan Phillips, yes, I was in Mississippi earlier today. I took this invention. It's called an airplane, and I get on this thing and I fly over here to LA. So yes, I am being a dick. But that being said, I'm in LA for an interview, and then I go back to Mississippi Saturday. Now, if I'm done early enough, hopefully they could reschedule my flight so I could leave out of LA tomorrow instead of waiting fucking Saturday. Supposedly there's a storm headed towards Mississippi, so depending on how bad that storm is, actually, it's going to dictate whether I leave tomorrow or I leave Saturday as scheduled. Anyway, when I go back to Mississippi, I have to pick my car up and drive back over to Rolling Fork, hang out there a couple more days, and then back home. And for those that keep asking why I'm in LA. I'm in LA for an interview. So yeah, and I'll tell you guys what the interview is after I'm done with it. But apparently, it's big enough that they flew me out here, put me up in a hotel, and yeah, Trek. This is not a really okay. They try to come off as high class, but it's not. Rapture Ready. No, not a prepper show. It's just another interview with another talking head, if you will. Um, AJ, I can do an inch bag video, but you do me a favor. You got to email me because I'll forget. And I know some of you guys email me, and I do look through them. Some of them go into spam, so I do check the spam like once a week, not too often. No, not LAFD. I'm not doing that. Like I said, it's just an interview for a TV personality, right? That's all it is. Um, and hopefully, when it's done, it airs Monday, next Monday, I think. Who knows? Great Lakes. Yeah, I know that. Listen, I don't want to be here either, but to get the interview done and to talk about a couple of things, I think that's a little more important. So we shall see how this thing turns out tomorrow. And after the interview, when it's confirmed that they're going to air it, I'll let you guys know who it was. Rather, some of you guys might know who it is, and then or very few of you guys might know who it is, and the rest of you guys don't. But yeah. And everybody keeps saying nice hotel. Like I said, it's an okay hotel. They try to come off all ritzy and shit because they're in Beverly Hills, but I'm like, I've been in better, you know. Lorf, no, I'm not considering moving here, not by a long shot. I do have a nice view though. The view is fucking nice, but no, I'm not thinking about moving here. I wonder if I could. I'm tempted to do something with the phone to show you guys the view if I can. Sometimes it links and then it lets me use my phone as a camera. So if it does, I'll switch over to the camera. Anyway, uh, it doesn't. Okay, Paladin. It's not Paladin. It's not that bad. Ilea, I am tired. I'm super tired. We're all tired. Everybody in Grindstone Ministry is tired. Every volunteer that's coming up to help is tired. We're just tired. But we suck it up. I'm at least going to be there for a couple more days. Bear and the crew, they'll be there for a couple more days. I think Bear will cycle out. A couple other guys will cycle out for a couple days or two and then come back. Um, If I am chopping up again, I'm sorry. That's the internet. But I can also cut off a lot of the. All right, so that there's not a lot of power being pulled. So anyway, guys, I really healthy disrespect. It is buffering. It's probably buffering because of the. Hopefully, it's not buffering too much now. I got a full bar, but we see buffering, buffering. Oh boy. All right. If it gets too bad, guys, I'll call it quits. I also wanted to test this out to see if it was bad. Buffering. All right. Let's see if there's anything I can do on my side. Is it still buffering? All right. Do me a favor. Just let me know when it's not buffering anymore. Let's put it like that. Then I'll talk real quick. I'll probably wind up canceling the angry truth that I was going to talk about today, and I'll push it to next week when I'm back home, right, where I have real internet. This teaches me a lesson to bring my booster with me. So hopefully it's not too fucking bad. Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't go to McDonald's. A couple people said it's better, it's good. All right. I shut down some of my internet shit around me. Make sure not to cuss in the interview. Um, SK. Yeah, that's going to be a hard challenge. That's definitely going to be a challenge. Fucking not cursing on national TV. Be like, what do you think about prep? You know what, man? It's a fucking everybody should fucking prep. Like, if I start doing that, I just got to be mindful of it. That's all. I got to be mindful not to curse. It's not that hard. I know a lot of people you're used to me cursing on here, but then I can go on a broadcast and not slip up. Uh, but we shall see. Anyway, guys, let's get to what we were going to talk about. So tonight we're talking about the ultimate disaster. And the ultimate disaster, guys, is losing all your preps. So upon looking around and helping people out in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, I found it alarming, if you will, that you can lose all of your shit, guys, in one blow, just like gone, just like that. And I know that we have backups upon backups, but if you live in a place like Mississippi and you are a prepper, um, problem is, especially in Rolling Fork, at least that area that I was in, they Marty, man, thank you. They didn't have basements there, right, because of the water table. Someone was explaining that to me in the comment section. Um, fuck shit piss. So um, being that they have, I guess, a high water table, or they have water, a lot of water underground, or saturated ground. Sorry, they can't have a basement. And if they put anything in their attic, okay, fine. And if they have a shed out back, or a little cottage or whatever with more preps, and then they have preps in their garage, fine. Then they got a water barrel outside, a rain collecting barrel outside. They have all of those things squared away. But now here comes this tornado that has, doesn't matter what size it is, but let's just say, for argument's sake, like the movie Twister, a mild base, F5 coming at you, and it's coming directly for your home. What do? Well, you fucking you pray to God, you try to kiss your ass, and then you hang on, right? And if it doesn't suck you out of the house like it did in those kids, but the rest of your shit is gone, like some of you saw that short I did, where you can see just the tub was left. There was a back room still intact, but the rest of the house is gone. Yes, Dakota Hayes, I was going to get to that, right? So now all your preps are gone. If you have preps in the house, you have preps in the shed out back, you have preps in the garage, it's all gone. So now, what do you do next outside of that? Now, clearly, you're not supposed to, like, drop to the ground, curl into a ball, and start crying. You got to start thinking on your feet. Now, Dakota just said buried underground. I was thinking that as well, but if I'm not mistaken, depends on when you buried it underground. Loose dirt can be sucked up into a tornado, right? If the dirt is packed over time, or you packed it yourself, it's less likely to get sucked up. But again, if it's super loose, you might have that problem of it getting sucked up. Might. A lot of, like I said, a lot of people didn't have storm shelters either. So, and then that part of Mississippi, doesn't see a lot of tornadoes. At least that's what the lady told me. One of the people's houses we were fixing, she said she hadn't seen a tornado since she was 12, and she's 62. So that's 50 years of her not seeing a tornado in that area, and she was born and raised in that area. So what do you do after that? Well, you start over again. If you survive, you start over again. That's probably as simple as it's going to get. You can't. A lot of people, guys, a lot of people were walking around still in total shock by the time I got there. By the time Bear and Jody got there, people were still walking around in shock, right? And I was like, I think I got there on the third day after or the second day after, and Bear and them got there the day after, right? So you just watch these people walking around. You feel bad for everybody because when you start looking for stuff for people, you start going through their shit, and you're like, damn, this is all of it, and it's gone. And in a lot of cases, guys, it's not even worth salvaging. And in some cases, it is, right? But like your books your prepper books that you gathered all together all these years, they're fucking screwed about across a field. Some of them you might be able to collect, some of them you might not be able to collect. If you had, your MREs in the shed out back, your fucking MREs not in the next town over. You lose everything, and you watch these people trying to sort through what they can pick up next. Deanna Walters, I might go over to the ocean to check out the homeless situation, and if I go over there tomorrow after the interview, I'll do a live stream from there, just so we can all share the funk and the dirtiness of that area. Because I'm not doing this shit alone. But anyway, back to the talk. So the next, guys, so prepping's an insurance. We know that, right? We know that we prep because it's an insurance for us to make sure we can get through whatever disaster's coming our way. Now, interestingly enough, people, guys, whose houses were missed are able to help other people out. So your preps are probably going to wind up helping your neighbors out during at least a tornado or a hurricane or something like that, a weather-related emergency. You can help people with your preps. I hope you would. Our preps are mainly for SHTF, right? Shit hits the fan. But during a weather emergency, maybe you want to help these people out. Maybe you want to hand them some food, right? Maybe you have more than enough, and you can actually handle that because you know that help is going to come. You know that people are going to donate more food and water and things of that nature. One thing I have to say, guys, is Grindstone Ministry right now in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, is the only nonprofit organization that's out there. So from what I've been told, they are going to contract the work out to contractors, or they're bringing contractors in to help with the cleanup and the rebuilding. Now, what we are doing down there is that we are cleaning up, and we're trying to get stuff in order for people, meaning we're taking debris and vegetation and putting it by the curb, if you will. A lot of those places don't have curbs, but we're putting it by the curb so that the city or city rather, sorry, can come by and dispose of all of that stuff without having to fucking go all over the place and do it. And we also make sure that the elderly, at the very least, don't have to do this shit. So it's all squared away from them. I think we helped. I lost count of many homes we helped out. Yesterday, we were helping out a lady, and she took advantage of us. And when I realized that she was taking advantage of us, I ran over and I talked to J.A., and I'm like, yo, we're not supposed to be doing this shit. This is her personal shit. He was like, all right, let's go. And he wrapped it up and we left, right? But she did need her car out of the carport. That was done. She needed another car moved. That was moved. But then she wanted us to start taking bricks out of the area, and I realized that the bricks are already there before the storm. So people are going to take advantage of you guys, and a lot of the times we are an automatic pilot, so we're just helping, you know. But if you stand back and you start looking at certain things, you could start to see who the scam artists are and the scam artists are not. So we had to be careful of that. But nonetheless, helping these people out, one could say it feels good, but it doesn't. It doesn't feel good because you can only help out so much. And you realize that there's more that needs to be done. And you can't. and not so much that you can't, but there's a lot of bureaucracy behind the shit. You got these politicians, these fucking phony pieces of shits, running around, pointing at shit with their clipboards. They're like, they're pointing. They're acting like they're fucking concerned as they're walking through in their fucking three-piece suits and their khakis. After they're done with this, they're gonna go eat a steak dinner and a fucking lobster. I don't know where they're gonna have that in Mississippi, but that's pretty much what they're going to have. That being said, I started motherfuckering two guys who were dressed up when they were walking by. I'm like, fucking guys are just gonna wait to what? You guys are offering no help. You got your stupid clipboard, your iPad, you're walking around, you're fucking pointing at shit, acting like you're busy, while these people are sitting on their fucking lawns waiting for help, right? And if Grindstone Ministry can get down there and in 2 to 3 days start going to work, on the second day, or actually, yeah, the day after the hurricane is when I got down there too. Sorry. So they got down there actually the day after. I got down the day after that. So it was a Saturday I got down there. And we started going to work on a Saturday. And it was only three of us. It was Jody, Bear, and myself helping out this lady. And yet, the city of Rolling Fork, or the village of Rolling Fork, or town, can't fucking help their own fucking people. They can't get people to be like, all right, man, let's get to work. How about the mayor roll up his fucking sleeves and start helping out? Instead of fucking, again, pointing and with his fucking clipboard and shit. It's like it's like the biggest pussies in the world became our leaders. Whether that's a mayor, a congressman, a governor, a president of the United States, they are the worst. So, with that being said, guys, I don't know why it takes so long to help. I mean, again, I know. I just still am in shock that bureaucracy takes over. Linda, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. And also, I do apologize if I'm stepping on anyone's toes. I am bad with this time shit. When I set it up, I was like, it's supposed to be 9 o'clock there at this time. No, stupid. It's 7 o'clock in New York, dummy. Right? I should have done it 6 o'clock this time. So if I stepped on anybody's toes, I do apologize for that. It won't happen again. I'll pay close attention to the time. Anyway, with that, guys, yeah, there's heavy. It's just a heaviness there now, right? And so you're sitting there, you're trying to help people. You're trying to keep your wits about you. You're trying not to get hurt. A lot of us are getting hurt, and not hurt, but like minor bullshit, Like I whacked myself in the knee. Me and another dude, we lifted up a steel line. What you call it? That we shouldn't have lifted up, but we had it because we're men and we're carrying this shit. And as it starts to roll off our arms, we both drop it at the same time, thank God, and we both got scratched. Such is life, right? One kid got hit in the face with a branch, pretty fucking hard, gave him a black eye. And so we do this shit, and essentially we wind up bleeding for this shit. Yet, politicians can't do a fucking thing about this. They take so long to help. You have nonprofits come in and you start saying, hey, you have like a nonprofit section where they come to help, the volunteers come to help, and you start distributing or issuing them places to go so that they can help out. Now, Bear has been telling these people what to do and how to do it, and they don't want to fucking listen. He has done this 37 times, or Grindstone Ministry has done this 37 times. And they're pretty proficient at this shit. Yet, nobody wants to listen. The governor came in that Saturday when I got there. They had some kind of something starting to form. They had like an amoeba body fucking forming. And they were like, all right, here it goes. We got something that looks like structure, but not quite yet. The governor came in, stomped all over it, and was like, all right, we're going to do it this way. And screwed everything up. Leave it to a fucking shitbag governor who thinks they can help, right? So, politicians are their own worst enemy, and they are the people's enemy. I at the risk of sounding like an extremist, politicians are bad, and yeah, we have to do better. We have to be for the people. Ronnie, I think they still need volunteers. At least you, Ronnie, you could definitely come up and do me a favor, Ronnie. Call me on my phone. Please don't call me on Facebook Messenger. Call me on my phone. But yeah, they just sent out another email saying they need help. And you, Ronnie, are always welcome especially with the skills you have. So contact Bear, or if not, contact me. I'll contact him, and we'll get the ball rolling. With that, I don't know. I just I'm super annoyed. And the crazy shit is when you talk to Bear, you talk to a couple of guys who did the deployments. You see them talking about this. They're like, "This is the worst clusterfuck I've ever seen." And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, this is my third one, so I don't have much to gauge from other than the first two. And the first two ran smoothly. This shit, it seems like they're just fighting us or fighting nonprofits every step of the way. Every step of the way. Um, so yeah, Ronnie's strong. He's strong enough to help. And like I said, Ronnie's got skills, so he could definitely be used down there. Um, but yeah, politicians just continue to shit all over us, man. Even in time of need, they shit. And they listen. They use rules, regulation, and bureaucracy to fucking stop to slow down the pace of helping people. Well, we have to do it this way, and according to 57J Article 9, we have to wait 8 days till about 1,100 people die from starvation and or dehydration, and then we can go and help. Like they got these ridiculous rules, and yes, I'm embellishing and being a little extreme, but nonetheless, that's pretty much how they are. They just operate stupidly. Instead of just initiating a fucking section for nonprofits and or volunteers to go directly to these people, and these people will assign you where to go, and you go and you hit the neighborhood as they assign it to you, right? Or they tell you, hey, can you guys do us a favor with Swamp? Go out there and recon the entire area for us. Come back out and come back here and let us know where they need help. You know. So anyway, with that, Gene W. I'll tell you who the interview is with on the backside. Stevie on West Pico. Oh no shit. That somebody was telling me to go there. Stevie on West Pico. They're like, that's the best food. I was like, really? I said, okay. I'll see how far it is from me. I listen. I don't want to go out there and breathe the air. I don't. If I breathe the air too fucking long out there, I'm gonna buy a tent and fucking set up on a street corner next to somebody else. And we'll both be bumming it out in a fucking street corner. I'd rather not do that. But someone said Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle was another place in La Brea, right? They hit that up, but whatever. Um, yeah, so it's a shit show, guys. It's a shit show for sure. And the craziness is, guys, um, just the craziness about the whole thing is every fucking area should have an emergency response plan. But it seems like they don't. And if they do have one, it's like a full of shit. It's like some fake preppers, the people you hear me call fake preppers, right? And I'm sitting here like, the people like, I'm a prepper. I got a fucking can of bean and a flashlight. Yo, if the shit is on, I'll make this can of bean last 12 days. My flashlight's going to last 2 weeks. Okay. And that's how some of these neighborhoods are. They got this preparedness response, but once the shit is on, they do not know how to respond to it. Okay. What's his name says, do not go. He says, do not go to Roscoe's Chicken. Do not go. All right, man. Okay. Holy shit. If he's ever said anything to me and yelled at me, he just yelled at me now. Do not go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Roger that, man. Holy shit. He's like, don't you fucking go there. He'll probably meet me there and cut me off. Do not go inside. I heard that from somebody else who was from LA. He said the same shit to me. He's like, Roscoe's Chicken's okay. It's not the best. So, all right. That's two. That's two. Anyway, Brian said the same shit. Roscoe's is trash. All right. Brian Tisdale said Roscoe's is trash. Now everybody's going to start yelling at me. Do not fucking go there. You're better off going to fucking Five Guys. I know. Go to Fat Burger. Um, like I said, guys, in this area, there's not anything too close, and I got to take a cab to wherever I'm going to eat. So I'd rather just eat downstairs in the restaurant here and not go anywhere. Tomorrow night, I might go to a fucking restaurant outside of here, but I haven't decided yet. It's starting to rain now. This fucking storm just came in again. But anyway, yeah, guys, this is just it's just a shit show in itself, man. So, guys, your next insurance is your brain, right? So nothing is guaranteed, obviously, right? If you You had all your prep squared away, man. You're like, yo, we're ready. Whatever comes our way, we got this. And then a fucking tornado that you hadn't seen in your neighborhood in over 50, 60 years comes racing through, and then it destroys your shit. You got to start over again. So part of your brain being your insurance, guys, is knowledge. What to do next? Well, you're not going to panic. You're not going to flip out. You're not going to start, carrying on. You're going to start rebuilding immediately. Devil Dog Prepper, thank you for the donation. And by the way, Devil Dog Prepper, guys, he's down there helping out as well. He actually showed up, got in contact with me and showed up, and it was greatly appreciated. The help is greatly appreciated, guys. When you guys do come down there, if you guys donate to Grindstone Ministry, when you guys do that, it does help. Somebody else donated to me earlier. Thank you for that donation as well. I forgot who it was. I do. Marty, thank you for the donation. And Adriana, I just saw the Cash App. Thank you for the donation as well, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys. So that's what it is. Your brain is your backup. It's your ultimate backup, and you just gotta move forward. Yes, you might want to cry. You might want to fucking start breaking shit, but that is not going to resolve your situation. So to resolve your situation, you're going to have to come up with another backup plan in case you lose everything, right? So yeah, again, it sucks, and it's easy for me to say I've never been in that situation. Um, when I if I ever get into that situation, it's gonna suck. But I also know that I gotta fucking keep moving forward. Especially in an immediate disaster like that. Now, in some cases, you're gonna get your family up and out of there and put them somewhere else, like the house next door that had the tub. Latina Prepper, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. The kids that were in the tub that survived, they are at an Airbnb right now. So the father took them and the kids, and the father did some crazy shit. So the house, no, sorry. Him and his wife were in another room. The kids were in the tub. They had gotten separated right when the tornado hit. The lady who was next door, whose house we were also helping out, she said that she saw the base of the tornado coming out of the forest, the tree line. She said it looked like it was about a mile wide. She couldn't gauge for sure, but she said it was really wide and it moved fast. By the time she was able to duck back down, because she saw it from her window, she said the shit was on top of them, or rather on top of her niece's home. That was her niece's home, the one with the kids in the tub and the house that was completely destroyed. That was her niece's home, and it was on top of them and ripped the house apart. The niece and the husband were in the foyer area, running back into the house, and the kids were in the tub, and then they all survived. Right, so that was lucky. And then there was another neighbor who got in his car and was there was a neighbor who was trying to outrun it, and it wasn't her direct neighbor; it was somebody in town. He was trying to outrun the tornado, and he got caught, and he wound up dying. So uh, yes, the initial. If you can get in your car, guys, if you have eyes on the tornado, and it's a pretty far away. When I'm saying far away, I'm probably anything over 2-3 miles. Also, depending on the speed of how it's moving, if you can boogie out of there, boogie out of there. But if you can't, hunker the fuck down. Don't wait till it's like right outside your door, jump in your car and try to take off. You're gonna eat it, and you're gonna eat it bad. In some cases, you might die. Right? Remember Twister and the scene where the two arrogant storm chasers got caught up in the fucking thing? Don't be that dude. And that's what happened to that guy, pretty much. And it sucked. It sucked. He probably panicked. He probably panicked because he hadn't seen anything like this. He tried to boogie and he got caught up. So it sucks. No shit. Roger that. So yeah, guys. Don't outrun a tornado. And some of you live in Tornado Alley, so you guys have a better response plan than I will ever have. But I'm learning a lot from these people. I'm learning a lot from the last three tornadoes responses I went to, and it's you need a backup plan upon backup plan. And yes, like Dakota was saying, you might have to bury some of your shit. You know, Grindstone Ministry, Southern or Yankee? I would say Southern. Wouldn't say Yankees. Bible Belt, yes. Yeah. So happy Patty. Happy Patty. Well, listen, Patty, if you got an issue with it, then that's on you. I can care less. The only if the thing about people like you is that you talk shit about a group who's actually out there doing it. That's the craziness about it. You know, I don't know if you're talking about, like I said, if you are talking about the Grindstone Ministry, I wouldn't say shame on you. I would be like, you just look like an asshole because you're sitting from home, safe, not doing anything about it, while people are out there actually doing the fucking thing. You know, and it's not just Grindstone. They have volunteers from all sides coming in. Matter of fact, there's a retired fireman from shit. I forgot from where he was from, but he and not to, there's another fireman there that's from Missouri. Me and him have been chopping it up about like different, how different operations, how he operates there and how we operate here in New York. Rather, sorry. Hey, Pinball, thank you for joining us today. Jane, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Um, and yeah, volunteers from all sorts are coming all over. From everywhere. So it's not just what you call it, but yeah. Um, I listen. I appreciate when guys talk shit like that because I can't even get mad at that. I can't even get annoyed because I'm like, this dude is sitting home being pussified on his computer, not doing the shit, right? And while the rest of us are here, or they're helping out, I'm here fucking doing something else. Nonetheless, that's okay. You can talk all the shit you want. I can care less. Matt Dashing, and here's the other thing, guys. There's a subscriber he's a subscriber of Bear myself. He's been on my channel for a long fucking time. And he's down there. And this guy is sick. Sick. And he's down there fucking helping out. Right? So after this guy showed up and he told me what was going on with him, and I'm not gonna tell you his name, but I'm gonna tell you that he has cancer. He has cancer, he has a prostate issue that's starting to develop, and he looks sick. And he's down there helping out. Right? And not a lot of excuses for anybody else, guys. Just not. And I'm not trying to shame anybody to going down there and helping out. But it was incredible to me. When I saw him, I was like, man, he looks pretty bad. And when he told me what was going on with him, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, you know what? Do me a favor. Just like pick up a branch here, maybe a leaf over here. Please don't do anything else other than that. But nonetheless, he drove his ass down there to fucking get busy. And there are other guys down there with medical issues that came down there to help. But yeah, Latina proper. I mean, I'm in like Beverly Hills, L.A. I really don't know where the fuck am I. I just know that I'm somewhere, L.A. It says Beverly Hills, and you do see some hoity-toity. Hey, matter of fact, way off topic. So I'm at the restaurant downstairs and eating, and this guy comes in with this girl. This girl looked like his daughter, and they both go to the bar and start drinking. And I start noticing the body language, and I'm going, "Holy shit, it's real!" The guy looked like he was maybe in his mid 60s, 70s, old. This girl looked like she might have been 12, 21 in that area, right? Brian Tisdale, thank you for the donation. And so I was sitting there looking like this shit is real. Like that's, fucking the great sugar daddy. Yes, thank you, Vincent. Thank you, sugar daddy. Exactly. I was lost for words. I was like, the fuck am I witnessing here? Crazy shit. And I'm looking at the girl. I'm looking at the girl, the guy, and the girl is cute. The guy looks like he's ready to keel over any day and give him this code of the ATM on his way down to the floor. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting, But whatever. That's completely off topic. But listen, I'm trying to keep in here and not go out. Like, I guess if I was anywhere else, I'd have been like a little excited. I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna hit the fucking town. Nope. Nope. Not at all. I just want to stay here. I'm gonna be super boring after the live stream and the Angry Truth. I'm gonna go back downstairs, have dinner, watch TV like an old man, probably play bingo, like online bingo. I can't make my Folgers coffee or take my Geritol, so I'll have to wait till I get home. But yeah, that's it for me, man. And I guess I'm just tired, you know. But I also feel bad being here while the rest of them are there still working. Because though we have a comfortable spot down there, guys, it's still not comfortable, and your mind is racing, and a million other things you could be doing, or you're thinking about tackling a certain project. So your mind is racing a million miles an hour, man, like super fucking fast. Um, so yeah, so trying to sleep here tonight's gonna be. I did buy some not sleeping pills, but like some valerian root shit to take tonight, so I can sleep properly. So I'm ready for tomorrow's interview. Um, but we shall see, man. We shall see how that goes. So, okay, guys, now you lose everything. I said your brain's your backup. What are you going to do next? Like I said, you're going to be easy. You're not going to flip out. You're not going to panic. You flip out and panic when the shit's done, right? Don't start flipping out and panic before you get anything into play. There's a lot of help that's going to come in, so you're probably going to go to one of those help shelter places, and you're going to stock up from there. But you're only going to get what you need for the duration, for like a week or two, or whatever long it lasts. When this starts dwindling down, and more help, more food starts coming in, and the places tell you they can afford to give you extras, then you start taking extras, right? But until then, you just get what you need and what's gonna carry you through. I know the one lady that we're helping out, she still had gas. She had no power. Nobody has power. They're probably going to get the power up and running this week or next week, Monday. They're putting up those power lines fast. I'm like, wow. They're, putting them in and fucking and drawing the lines up. I'm like, holy shit, man. That's fucking fast. You know, little bitty FEMA is there. I don't know if they're helping. I just saw a vehicle. Adriana is going to be a TV interview. I will text you later as to who it is. Um, but yeah, um, yeah, FEMA's there, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Again, Red Cross was there, and they just listen, guys. Mario, thank you for the donation. So when Bear got there Friday, I got there Saturday. We saw all of the help. Everybody was helping out. Everybody was doing the conga line and shit, giving out food. They're like and giving everybody food. And as soon as the fucking governor left and the TVs left, everybody was gone. The conga line stopped. Everybody was gone. So now there are other places that are giving out donations. Giving out donations to people who need it. I was under the suspicion that a lot of people didn't need those donations because a lot of the people who got hit had cars. Their cars were destroyed. Some of you saw my videos. You saw the cars tossed up all over the place. So a lot of the people who had cars, I was a little suspicious. I'm like, your car don't have a scratch, and it looks like you're from the other side of town. Now, when you follow the path of the tornado, if you follow the path of the tornado, which we were doing, and that's how we were tracking people to get help, right? That's how we found people. We tracked the tornado. We looked at the line of sight, and we were like, all right, it went this way. These are the people that are going to need our help in this section, right? And as we did that, we found people just doing that alone, and you become a tornado detective. If that makes sense. I'm like, you know what? I'm probably going to go with that. Well, I'm a tornado detective, guys. And judging from this, going this way north, this is the path of destruction. These are the people who are going to help out. That'll be my new title. Tornado detective. Anyway, just kidding. Yeah, guys, a lot of the people fucking left as soon as the news left. It was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen. There were so many people that are taking pictures. And listen, granted, yes, take pictures, pass the word along, show people what's going on. That's fine. I got into it with a Randy. Yes, I'm in Beverly Hills, L.A., Beverly Hills. So I got into it with a state trooper yesterday. So the story goes, I'm sitting in a car. I'm with Phelps. He's one of the refuge medical guys. I'm in the car with his wife. So his wife is sitting in the passenger seat. I'm fucking driving. I see the state troopers. Now, keep in mind, I know I'm in Mississippi. I know that there's still elements of racism there. I know that. But I was ignoring it whenever I saw it. That being said, we pull up to a checkpoint. A checkpoint, I might add, we went through back and forth a million times. But at this point, at the end of the day, we get to the checkpoint, and the fucking state trooper's eyes widen. He doesn't see my license plate because I was up on somebody else's ass with my car. He skips the car in front of us to go directly to me. So I roll the window down because I see him. We lock eyes. I don't take my eyes off him as he's walking across. I'm like this, and I turn around. I go over to Phelps' wife. Her name is Hannah, and I go, yo, he's gonna start some shit. And she goes, she looks at him. She goes, yeah. So we both identified the same shit. So he comes over. He's like, I need you guys to, make a left turn here. I said, why? I said, we've been making this right turn all day, and we're trying to get back to the base of operations where we're based out of. And he goes, oh, what are you guys doing there? And he goes, I said, we've been helping out here all day. And I see the look in his face. And he goes, well, why would you guys leave that site to go this way? I go, because it's a free country. And before I started getting in his ass, I kept quiet and let Hannah, Phelps' wife, fucking handle the situation. Because women, you guys can somewhat diffuse situations a lot of the time. She starts diffusing the situation. He goes, well, he seems to have a problem with me. I kept my mouth shut. I'm sitting there I'm like, really, dude? You want to go here? I said, yeah, I had a fucking problem with you. The way you came up to us, you locked eyes on us as soon as you came across the street. You looked directly at us and made a beeline to us. I said, and he goes, and what did you say when you opened the window? I said, what does this fucking guy want? And he was like, I said, and in my head, I'm like, they don't have body cams, so if this goes down, it's gonna go down fucking bad. Bad. And I know where it was gonna go. So the young kid who's been watching us all day go back and forth, he goes, yeah, I seen you two guys come before. That's my best Mississippi accent. I seen you two before. I go, and? You want to follow that up with the convoy we had with us? And he goes, you know what? You guys are gonna make a left anyway. Pretty much saying I didn't like your attitude. You're gonna make a left. So I make the left. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue. We make the left. Make the left, and I go, you know what? Fuck you guys. And I give him the finger. The young cop, he yells like a bitch. Hey! Like really loud, high pitch. I thought it was fucking Rosie O'Donnell yelling in a fucking street corner. He was yelling so loud. I stopped the car. I slowed the car down and looked out of the window because he started chasing the car. I'm looking like, seriously, dude? Because I was ready to get out of the car. It was going to be fucking on. And then the older cop told him, leave it alone. But he started running, and he looked at the cop, and the older cop, looked like he was about to get in the car, and I stopped the car then, and I look at both of them, and they leave it alone. They don't get in the car. The older cop tells them, let it go. And then that was it. I was like, fucking assholes, and I drove off. So then now me and her are sitting in a car. We're pretty much seething the rest of the way, the rest of the ride. The ride's like fucking 40 minutes long, and we're both seething like, can't believe this shit. And she's like, you believe that fucking shit? I'm like, and I told her, I said, I couldn't really decipher if it was racism or he was a statey. Because state troopers are fucking inherent assholes, most of them. Not all of them, but a large majority of them are dicks. So I couldn't decipher the two. But then I realized the fucking car in front of us had two white folks in it. He didn't even ask them a question. They just fucking went ahead and they made the right turn without him asking a question, but he was breaking our balls. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? So, listen, and the better side of me, the reason why I also wanted to squash the situation, because this guy's wife was in my car. So she is my responsibility. So I didn't want the situation to go from fucking here to here, and it was going from here to here, even though I kept my mouth shut. So I made it a promise when I go back to Mississippi. I said, I hope I run into it. I'm gonna fucking read him the riot act. I'm gonna make sure there's enough guys around. We get into a fist fight, it's fucking on, because that kind of shit I'm not gonna allow. I'm like, he's like, I'm from North. He gives us the speech. I'm from North Mississippi, and I don't like people being here taking pictures. And I'm like, motherfucker. I drove 18 hours nonstop to come down here. You think I came down here 18 hours to take pictures? Like, that's what I should have said to him, but I didn't. And I didn't mention anything about being a fireman. I didn't say any of that shit. Because at that point, that situation was too far gone for me to say anything like that. Well, I got to go back to Mississippi. I got to pick up my shit. I left a lot of my shit there because I didn't want to leave it in the car at the parking garage at the airport, right? So I didn't want to leave all my shit there, so I left it with these guys. And it wouldn't be some shit. It all gets taken from there. But anyway, I got my main shit with me. I got my computer, my camera. So if anything gets taken, it's the solar generator and a couple of parts for my GoPro, and I have my GoPros with me, so it's not the end of the world. No, she's not with me. I'm by myself on this one. Um, so yeah, guys, it's just amazing. And like I said, I know I'm in Mississippi, so I know what I'm up against. And I wasn't surprised. I was just annoyed, and I was already tired. So that bullshit, I was just like, "Ah, come on, dude. Seriously, could you just like, could you tone down the nigger eyes just a little bit, just today? Give me the nigger eyes later. I don't give a shit. But like, not today, and not like while we're helping. If he would have saw my plates first, then he would have been like, all right, these New York motherfuckers. Because everybody hates everybody from New York. If you go anywhere in this country, guys, and you're from New York, people will give you shit because they don't know whether or not you're a liberal or not, right? But, yeah, I'm telling you, man, he walked across the street. He was like, oh, my God, niggers. And he fucking whoop right across. Like, that's the look he gave me, and that's the look I identified. And Hannah saw it, too. And Hannah's Asian. So we both identified it. We weren't wrong. If it was just me or just her, we could have argued about it. Like, maybe not, but I was still trying to decipher whether or not it was him being a statey or him being a racist. And I mean, there's a side of me that's still thinking he's just a fucking asshole statey. Because I don't want to go full, racism, but maybe he was just like, oh, this fucking dude's driving a Tahoe. Oh man, and he came across the car, like he looked at the plates and then he came around and talked to me. It was like it was a weird fucking, but I knew that the whole body language and everything. I knew that this shit was gonna that was gonna happen. I was just like, this motherfucker. I should have had donuts in my car and fucking started throwing them out of the window to distract him. Then we would have made the right turn. But here's the thing. Coincidentally, when he made us take the left turn, it still put us on the right path home. So all of that for nothing, because he's like, well, it's gonna put you out of the way a little bit, but a little bit, motherfucker, that was 10 miles out of the way. If we had to go north, that would have put us out of the way probably in a good 15, 20 minutes. But anyway, like I said, hope to see him again. I'm gonna throw fucking a ton of donuts at him and then run. No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, listen, it was what it was. I had to shrug it off at the end of the night. I'm like, I'm getting pissed off over this asshole. And again, state troopers. You know, they take this shit way too seriously, and they're doing bullshit work. They're sitting outside of town, directing traffic. You guys go this way. You guys go that way. I'm so serious. Look at me. I'm a state trooper. Like fuck you, dude. You're not even in the mix. You're standing out there fucking drinking coffee and donuts and directing traffic like a fucking bitch. You're not even being a cop at that point. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. So, with that, guys, yeah, a lot of shit's going on, and there were people surveillancing the area. I did notice that, or we did notice that. We noticed that a couple times. We noticed people surveillancing the area. We're like, and people are going to do that, guys. They're going to go and rummage through people's shit. They're probably going to do it at night. A lot of the traffic control was bullshit. Was outside of town and not inside of town. Whatever. But it was, and inside town, again, it's just a fucking mess. Just a giant mess. And I don't know what Rolling Fork looked. Somebody actually sent me a video of what Rolling Fork looked like before the tornado. I got to take a look at it. But judging from what I was looking at, it didn't look like it was, a thriving city. But whatever. We shall see what it looks like in the next couple of years. But these people are going to have a many years of shit and many years of recovering, if you will. Sorry. And then you also have Silver City, Silver City, guys, just up until yesterday, or maybe the day before, were just receiving help. I got pulled over in Silver City too. But when I got pulled over in Silver City, that was my fault. I was flying down here to catch up with Bear and them. And I got pulled over, and the guy gave me a ticket, and that was that. We didn't have any words. There weren't any looks. Guy gave me a ticket, and I fucking kept driving my regular speed. But Silver City got hit pretty hard too. I drove by Silver City, guys, and I remember looking off to my left, and I'm like, holy shit. The entire fucking town, or the residential neighborhood, was gone. Gone. I could not fucking believe it. I was like, holy shit. And that's where I got tagged. And then I found out yesterday that they were just receiving help. Just receiving help. Keep in mind, Emory, Silver City, Rolling Fork, and there was another place that got hit. they didn't get hit as bad as the previous three that I mentioned. Silver City was just getting help. So I was wondering if we're going to head over there and see if they need help as well. Um, but we shall see. We shall see when I get back. Um, yes, and my interview tomorrow is at 10, right? Yes, it's at 10 o'clock in the morning. Should last a couple of hours. Um, and again, I'll announce it Saturday or Sunday when I get it confirmed on whether or not the interview is going to air. Um, we shall see. All right, guys. So anyway, we're coming up to the closing soon. Um, yeah, guys. The ultimate disaster is losing all your preps, right? But uh, Bakari, yeah. Listen, man. Let me know. Email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. Oh, the Rooster. I'm here for an interview. I'm here for an interview. Here for an interview. I'm interviewing. I'm being interviewed by somebody. I'm going to say it 8 more times so people stop asking me. I know people are coming in the middle of it and go, "Why is he in LA? Is he moving there?" No, I'm not fucking moving here. I wouldn't. Listen, guys, I don't want to go outside. Every time I look out there, I'm like, "What the fuck? Why? Why is LA like LA is nice looking? Like the view here is nice, but it's like a painting, right? You want to look at it and you don't want to touch it. Um, you're just like, shit, man. Nice place. Don't touch it. Don't lick it. Don't do anything. Just look at it. You know. Um, that's where it is right now. It's just a nice place to look at. Other than that, no way. And talking to the driver that brought me down here, talking to the driver, he was pretty much saying, "Fuck this place." As he's driving around LA, he's like, "This place sucks. The crime's out of control. There's a CVS across the street from me. I went in there. Every CVS in the United States, guys, resembles each other. They are all not picked clean, but missing a lot of shit off their shelves. And they're not missing shit off their shelves because of a shortage supply, anything like that, right? No, because motherfuckers are walking in with duffel bags and just throwing shit in their fucking duffel bags and walking out, right? So they have a fucking huge problem. Every CVS. It's like CVS is like, "Hey guys, all are welcome. Take everything and anything you want." No, I'm not being interviewed for Doomsday Prepper. If that was the case, I would have did a Zoom. I would not have been flown down here. It was pretty cool being flown down here. You know, and then you get to the airport and you have a guy with a sign saying "Mr. Charles." I'm like, I feel important. Not really, but you know, it was cool. It was a cool experience. Then you get in the car, and you're like, "Oh man, there's a bottle of water there." Okay. You know, and they drive you to this hotel, and I'm like, this hotel is gonna suck the testosterone out of me. So I come in here, I double dose my testosterone pills today so that I can keep what manhood I have left walking in here. I went from fucking sleeping on a cot and rolling in dirt and fighting with barbed wire to being here. So yeah, there's a bit of a displacement of manhood, if you will, when you come to a place like this. They're like, "Hey guys, do me a favor, call us, and whatever you need, we'll help you." Guys are like, "Can I carry a bag?" I'm like, "You touch my fucking bag, I'm gonna break your hands. I don't need anybody carrying my bag. I have fucking 2 arms and 2 legs. I think I can handle it myself." I get that they're being nice, but you should gauge certain people. You know, you look at somebody like me, like that Negro can carry his own bag, right? But you look at other people, and you're like, "Oh my god, that guy needs all the assistance he needs." You know, but again, I don't like people carrying my shit. I don't like people fucking, don't. You can do it my fucking self. And like rolling around with barbed wire. The other day we come back from the job site. I get back to the fucking the fob, right, or the base that we're at, and I get back there and I'm like fucking dirty. I got dirt on my face. I'm like, how the fuck did I end up being the only one that was this dirty? Apparently, I was the only one fucking rolling around in dirt while everybody else was working smarter. I was working stupider. I was just I don't know. I'm fighting with barbed wire. I'm getting cut. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I get back to the butcher call. I got blood going down my knee. Got blood going down my fucking arm. I'm like, and no one else is bleeding. I'm like, this is some horse shit. Horse shit. You know? But I'm not a fix-it guy. And that's part of the problem. I'm on top of a roof, fucking, sealing up holes with tarps and shit and nail gun. And I've never done that shit before. I was a fireman, guys. I was breaking shit and smashing shit. I'm like, enjoying that shit. Now I'm on the roof trying to play Mr. Fix It, and I have no business being up there. At first glance, like, oh man, that looks like a professional dude up there. No, I'm not. I don't belong up there, but I'm doing it because it needs to be done, right? And you have Jody and you have Bear teaching me how to do certain things. So I'm picking up a lot of shit as I'm learning on these deployments. Like I realized I got to come with my own tools. I got to come with my own impact drill. I got to come with fucking staple gun. I got to come with a lot of chainsaws. I got to come with my own set of tools when I go on these again, right? Because it's better for me to have my own shit and not rely on anybody else's. They did let me use the front loader. That was fun. That was pretty cool. Got to use the front loader. That's where I felt comfortable there in the front loader, dumping shit, truck driving. My testosterone, went up a lot because I was fucking enjoying myself. It was a cool time, man. It was a cool time. But outside of that, it's sad. I mean, like there's a sadness to watching people thumb through their shit, but there's also a bit of a learning curve and learning shit and getting excited about learning new shit. So I got a little excited about driving the front loader because that's shit like every guy wants to do. Like when you're a kid, or if you remember Bob the Builder, you're like he's driving a front loader, and you're like I want to do that when I get older. And I'm like I want to drive one of those fucking things. That's pretty fucking cool. Then you get to do it. You're like, this shit is fucking cool. You're like fucking bouncing around in the front loader, trying to fucking make sure you don't hit anybody. They're like, do not hit that fucking pole. And what do? I'm staring at the fucking pole, trying not to hit it. Right, the first couple of times, anyway. I thought it was. Suen said they watched me. I don't know what people saw this video of me operating this thing, but all right, that's cool. Well, yeah, you know what, Debs? I came back from, we were doing a recon. We came back. I was fucking tired. But then we're like, yo, we got to surprise you. I'm like, so I'm looking in the field. I'm like, what fucking surprise do they have out here in this field? What, I'm going to pull nails out of a fucking board? Like, this is what I'm thinking. And they start walking over. One of the guys takes me over. He starts walking and beelining it for the, it wasn't the front loader. It was a, looked like a crane. It was like a mini crane. I forgot the name of it. I started operating in that, and I was learning how to use that thing. I'm like, this is pretty cool. Then I guess Bear looked at me like, no, he's like a retard in that thing. Put him in the front loader. That's fucking like easy for him. They put me in the front loader, and I started operating that, and I got the hang of it pretty quickly, I thought. High operate a crane. No, yeah, I don't want one of those. Not one of those high crane operations. No, thank you. That's where you're like a million miles in the sky operating those things, and the wind is bending the fucking. No, thank you. They can keep that shit. But everything else on the ground, close to the ground, I'll do. Montana Living said Barrett showed it. Oh, no shit. All right. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was. Somebody said that. Oh, I saw it in a video. I'm like, what fucking video? Jason, yes. I need a hazmat suit. Because apparently here in LA, guys, homeless people are running around and licking people on the back of their necks. I completely made that up, but keep that going. Make sure you just keep telling people they're licking people on the back of their necks in LA. And it's the homeless people. They're getting high and fucking licking you. And as they lick you, you start rotting away from the lick site. That's a rumor we can start. That's a fun rumor. Probably not. But anyway. Oh, shit. All right. About to go off the air in a couple minutes. Anyway, guys. With that, by the way, I had a arm wrestling contest with 3 guys. And after one of the guys, I will not name him because I don't know if he wants to be embarrassed, but when we had the arm wrestling match, for some reason he thought he could beat me. And I told him, I said, for everybody I arm wrestle, I never lost a match. And he goes, he looked at it, he's like, no shit. So, of course, one other guy wrestled me. His name is Jason. He's a skinny, short, wiry-looking dude, but he was fucking strong. I didn't tell him that, but he was definitely strong. I was like, he had these little like bird arms, but those bird arms kicked in like overtime. Like boom! I was like, holy shit! So I sort of underestimated him a little bit, but I won anyway. But still, I was fucking fighting with him. I'm like, what the fuck is this fucking little chicken wing arm not going down? And like I said, he's a strong dude. I should have told him that, but I'm like, nah, I don't want his fucking head to blow up because he'll start fucking doing curls when he gets home, and the next time I see him. And I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm 45. I'm getting old. My 45-year-old arm is more like a 60-year-old arm now, but I still won. And I told him, like, guys in the firehouse challenged me, and other firehouses, they haven't won. No one's won yet. But Anyway, that being said, guys, we're gonna go off the air. I'm gonna do the angry truth in about 5-10 minutes or so. So I will see some of you guys over there. We're gonna talk about this bullshit indictment and the Nashville incident. And that's going to be short. That's probably going to be 15, 20 minutes long. All right, guys. So other than that, thank you for joining me. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the support. Guys, if you do not mind, head over to grindstoneministries.com. And if you could donate $1, that would be greatly appreciated. And I should have said that in the beginning of the live stream. I'm sorry I didn't. But please head over there and donate what you can because they're going to need it. Other than that, guys, thank you.